All right, so this time we're going to take a look at attacking an outside calf slicer as opposed to an inside calf slicer and using that to get ourselves towards like a matrix style back take. So, get myself to 1x. In the previous setup, we were reaping and attacking this, I was just calling it an inside calf slicer, my inside leg going towards the outside of Frankie's. This time what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let my right leg creep across, and what I'm going to do to build is I'm just going to unlock, get to my hands, and scooch myself back. I like to let my left foot just kind of fall towards the center, and then I'm trying to get my hands around his hips. If I can lock like an S grip, can you turn a little bit to your left? If I can lock an S grip, this is great control. And now what I'm going to start to do is I'm going to start to fall towards my inside shoulder. When I fall, a really, really common reaction, it's going to feel like there's some torque in his knee, is people will just try to straighten their right leg, their trapped leg, to alleviate some tension. When I feel Frank straighten his leg, I'm just pulling my left leg around. Now you can see I'm directly underneath Frank, so my movements have a pretty heavy influence over Frankie's. And now I'm going to extend, draw him into my lap. If I can, I try to think about landing with both feet hooked behind my partners. This makes it really hard for them to bridge and move and drive off the ground. I'm going to start to pull him back a hair, and now I can start to think about finding his defensive resources, threatening them, and threading my hooks in transition. So there's not going to be one set answer to how you wind up getting the hooks. Really what I want you guys to practice doing is getting yourself underneath your partner, pulling yourself behind them, and then starting to destabilize them. And as you destabilize them, you want to stay in tune with how they're using their defensive resources. Are they using their hands to block the neck? Are they putting a hand on the mat? Are they putting both hands on the mat? Pay attention to how your partner is responding and make your decisions accordingly. So I'm here. This time I'm feeling like, man, I can't quite get my outside calf slice or my inside calf slice, so I'm going to bring this leg outside in. You want to make sure that you don't get leg dragged here. So if I let my, yep, exactly, that I don't love. If I let my hamstring and knee kind of face inwards too much, I'm already folding myself, and if Frank starts to crowd me, he's already in the position. So when you're making this transition, just make sure that you're kind of keeping your shin and your knee in line with your partner. And now I'll start to build to my hands, like a little sit-up, creep myself back and out, and now I'm behind him. So I'm starting to try to fall to the side. Frank's not having it. I stay connected to him as best I can. I pull myself behind, and I like to stay attached to this near side leg. And then from here, I'm extending, sitting him up, seeing if I can find the hooks, and then moving around our positioning. Notice how I say our positioning. We're latched together, so as I move, Frank moves.